Hey guys, I'm going to expose gang stalking, organized harassment, organized stalking. It's not a mental illness. You're not crazy. I'm going to tell you the who and why. That's going to be the title of this video, the who and why of gang stalking. The who and why of organized harassment, organized crime, and organized stalking, right? Let's get it out there. Let's talk about it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. The last video had cut off mysteriously. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to expose it. Organized stalking and organized harassment is highly legal, torture, psychological mind games, Jedi Knight mind games, gaslighting, serious and covert druggings, attempted rapes. They've workplace harassed me. They've taken me out of my notary business multiple times. And that's not a hallucination. That's not a delusion. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact. If anyone's going to say that that's not truthful, they're lying through their ass. Okay? They are lying to you. They are lying through their ass about what they're really representing, right? There's a lot of misinformation on these YouTube channels. A lot of them are trolls, they're shills, they're actors, they're actresses. They're paid dumbasses. A lot of them. Not saying all of them. And so, the who and the why. First, I'm going to go into why it's happening, right? Because everyone wants to know, why is gang stalking even happening to begin with? Well, now we know it's real, right? It took me a while because they do it in such a subtle way where you don't know if it's really happening or not. It's really happening. And so who's involved with it? Lauren, let me say this. Why? Why is it? It's spiritual. All in all, it's an evil program. Look at who they're predominantly fits the criteria and the description of who they're targeting, the type of people they're targeting. Those are Christians of strong faith and people that commit as few sins as possible. Those are the victims and the targets that fit the convenient criteria for gang stalking. And okay, so why is it happening? That you piss someone off, someone's jealous of you, someone's mad that you own a business, someone's just, and there's another one. So I keep seeing these, and that looks like a cult member, right? Scientologist right there. There's a Scientologist. That is a Scientologist, by the way. That cross that they have. So there's a Scientologist right there. So they're involved. Let me get back to why, though. You piss someone off, they're jealous of you, it's evil all in all. Someone wants revenge for hire. Government contractor, secret society, Scientologist, cult members. A Scientologist just walked by me. I'm not a Scientologist. I would never join that cult. I've talked to a few in my life that I've called them once before, and I wasn't interested in joining. I was just like, what are you guys all about? And I talked to them, and they're crazy, right? Just if you talk to a Scientologist, you will realize that they're delusional. They're crazy, right? And it's not just them, it's Freemasonic groups. And how do I know that the Scientologists and the Freemasons have a relationship, and that the Masonic Freemasons and the Masonic Knights of Columbus have a relationship? Well, I grew up in the Knights of Columbus, right? I grew up, swimming at their pool. That's about as exposed as I got at that order. I was never like doing. I got into some Ouija board and some other stuff later in life, but I never grew up doing witchcraft. Grew up in a very dysfunctional. Why are you dealing with gang stalking? Grew up in a very narcissistic family like myself. Narcissist friends were drawn to you because you're probably an empath like myself. You have a high level of intuition, not psychic reading, not psychic capabilities or anything like that would allow you to read things that you don't know. Again, people are jealous of you. They want to get back at you. They want to steal your money. They're thinking that they're better than you. They're narcissists, they're sociopaths, and they're psychopaths. And they want to think that they have some sort of jurisdiction in your life. They don't, right? Organized stalking is getting exposed, and it's highly illegal. My buddy is in a lawsuit right now for the people that have stalked him. We've got proof, we've got evidence of people stalking and harassing innocent Americans. We're talking about most of these people have never committed a crime, and they're not mentally ill, and they're not mentally insane. They're not clinically insane, right? So that's why it's happening. And I'm only going to make this about a 10-minute video, maybe 15. Now, who's involved? Like I said, your family, the Freemasons, Masonic groups, universities, libraries, municipal, in whatever county, municipal state worker groups are involved with it. Local governments and jurisdictions, state governments, the federal government, Department of Defense, and Homeland Security, which is controlled by Freemasons. The FBI, if you call them, they won't do anything about it. They know about it. They're not going to do anything about it because I've talked to them 5 separate consecutive times and they have done nothing to help me. The police are in on it, some of them. And the goal is to make you sound and look crazy while they're calling you crazy and while they're messing with your car. Like I said, the tactics involved are messing with your car, harassing you off the job, harassing you if you're self-employed, stealing money out of your account, forcing your bank accounts to be shut down. Isolation is a given. You can't avoid it if you're a target. You're going to be isolated. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. They're going to make sure that it happens. They're going to make sure that it happens. So I'm at the library right now. Like I said, universities have been stalking me and harassing me for years. I went to Colorado Technical University. I wasn't able to graduate because I wasn't able to graduate because I was harassed and stalked by the people I was harassed and stalked by the people at that university. They had psychs in there, psychologists, psychiatrists, other people involved with my stalking that were there, and everyone except for a couple people that are actually being targeted and stalked have admitted that this is a real program, that this is highly illegal, that it's a violation of civil rights, tort law, civil law, criminal law, state law, and cyber laws. If you guys didn't know that, there are cyber laws that these criminals are knowingly breaking these laws. No one's being held accountable, even though we have proof and evidence, and they're not facing the consequences of the music as a result. They're earning the recognition from targets, and other people have known this recognition, but they're not facing any sort of repercussions. Again, Rose Holman just passed me, a Gangstalking University. Rose Holman, IUPUI, who's also involved with my stalking. Purdue, Butler, Ball State, Notre Dame, Environmental Club, I Support Trails Club, University of Indianapolis, Wabash College. These people, I'm telling you, are around me everywhere I'm at. Now, how likely would that be that you would see these universities everywhere you go? The likelihood of that would drop down and decrease significantly. It would become to the point where it would be not possible. It would not happen, right? But to them, they're dedicated dumbasses. Who else is involved? Karens, homeowners associations, male Karens that we call Kens. They're involved. Indiana Readers Club, who just passed me. There's another cult. Again, these cults, these people that are posing as doing this, they're everywhere I go. They're at every location that I go to. I have a daughter. If you're wondering if you have a kid, CPS is involved with it. They tried to triangulate me, get me to get on drugs when I'm the one that opened the case against the chick. I'm the one that opened the case against the chick who's mentally ill, who's actually schizophrenic. And what did the pro-feminists and all the gay people do with her? Supported her in her effort. Poor you, Kristen. Poor you. But me, I'm not allowed to work anywhere or do anything, and they harass me out of my job and my life and my finances. I've got alopecia. I've got herpes as a result of gang stalking. Again, that's where they'll get honeypots and handlers involved. There's different types of stalkers. There's your ground level grunts. Then you've got handlers. Then you've got the types of stalkers you've got. You've got grunts, handlers. You've got shot callers above handlers, like shot callers, guys that are telling handlers what to do. And then you've got the elites, the guys making millions and billions and trillions of dollars, right? Those guys don't get gang stalked. Jeff Bezos allows gang stalking books to be sold. And do you think, on Amazon, do you think he's being gang stalked? No. Yet they claim to be Roman Catholic. My grandmother claims to be Roman Catholic, but she's a witch. She's really a witch. She really does witchcraft on Halloween. This is behind everyone's back. No one would ever guess it because she doesn't tell anybody. She doesn't tell anybody. She won't. They won't tell anybody. My dad was a council member at the Knights of Columbus. His dad was a third-degree knight at the Knights of Columbus. And I used to go there as a kid growing up. I used to go there. This chick in this Porsche, I guarantee she's going to go right. Yep, because I'm here working on business. I'm here on business right now. I'm working on some business stuff. So, was I right? Yep. Now, let's see. I just told you that Porsche is going to turn right, didn't I? And there it is. Right over there. So how did I know that Porsche was going to go right? Because I know how these people troll. I know how trolls move, and I know how she's bobbing her head around, looking around at what I'm doing, because she's a gang stalker. She's a paid stalker. These stalkers are getting paid cars, assets, vehicles, money, etc., etc., etc. They're getting paid all of that stuff. So I'm just putting it out there in the public domain, and all rights reserved to this. Yep, there's a stalker right there. I mean, they'll get flying monkeys to get in the workplace and to harass you out of work. Slander, smear campaigns, lying, obfuscating the truth. Dude, some of these chicks are wearing shorts that are so low their butt cheeks are hanging out. I mean, they should really watch that. Their parents should. If I were their parents, I'd be like, man, make sure your butt cheeks aren't hanging out. Like, really. I mean, seriously, it's disturbing to look at. But anyway, let's keep this video to organized stalking. Again, looks like a Satanist, right? Probably is. No, it is. That was a Satanist that just got out. I think there was a troll in that vehicle. Because she's got different moon stuff on her shirt. This chick that is a perp that watches what I'm doing, she's a perp too, because there's perps at the hotel I'm at. Apartment complexes are also another who and what that will participate with your stalking, organized harassment. Like I said, FBI won't do anything about it. DOD won't do anything about it. Military, Freemasons, military Freemasons, meaning Freemasons that were former military or not, will stalk you and harass you to every corner and all corners of the earth. And they do kill some targeted individuals. There's no doubt about that. They don't feel slightly bad about it. I've known a few people that have died from stalking. That when you look back, I think they were targeted. I really do. And I'm the only one that seems to care. Everyone else is like, oh yeah, well, he just deserves it. He just deserves it. So I'm going to get the word out. I'm going to expose organized stalking and organized harassment. And guys, you're not crazy. You're not mentally ill. Let's get awareness about organized stalking, about organized crime and harassment in our community. Because these criminals need to be brought to justice. These criminals need to go down. So now, here's what I'm going to do. I've covered the who and why. That's going to be the title of this video, the who and why of gang stalking. and I'm going to upload this video now. Goodbye.